In my opinion, I've always been a huge fan of Valentine's Day, and I think Valentine's Day is about love, period. Whether it's the love for your, brother or sister or your mom. To me, Valentine's Day, I don't think, is a romantic love only. It's love in general. And when people say like, oh, such a stupid holiday, and like, why celebrate it? It's just, a Hallmark holiday, whatever. I think, like, why not celebrate love as much as we can? Ever since I was, like, little and stuff, like, we always kind of did that with my family. I remember my dad would always get my mom flowers, and he would always give me, like, a smaller version of whatever he gave my mom. So since I guess I was, like, younger and stuff, it was something that I always kind of, like, looked forward to, and, to get the same thing as my mom, but the small baby version, I always thought was really cute. So, even, like, whether I was single, I knew that I was always going to get this for my dad, or, like, even now that I'm married, he still gets me something. So, and again, it shouldn't be, obviously, about the value of the thing, or, expect something super grand and elaborate. It's just really the fact that someone that you love remembered and gave you a teeny tiny, gesture, and to kind of like remind you of how much you are loved. If there's anything to celebrate, let love be it. So the look I wanted to do is, Valentine's Day themed, but in reality, of course, you can wear whatever you want. So I'm going to start off by covering my dark circles with this Instant Age Rewind Concealer. Then I am using the Lancome Teint Miracle for my foundation. Alright, so then I'm going to apply this Givenchy blush. I like the tones of coral and just like soft pinky tones, especially for Valentine's Day. You just want kind of like this really soft, like angelic and like feminine kind of look. Also, I've gotten asked this a few times, and I figured what other video would be more appropriate than this one. But I get asked a lot, about my either past relationships or past bad breakups, whether I have like any advice or things like that. So I know that I definitely, stopped from going to cosmetology school as early as I had wanted to go, because I, wanted to be in the same city or as the boyfriend I had at the time. Just, just really silly things that you do when you are younger, and that when you're older, then you realize that really, really silly. But I do have to say, as cheesy as it sounds, but, having all those terrible relationships really does, help you appreciate when you do have something good and something that's worth having and someone worthwhile having around. And I knew that, like, when I met Adam, I just felt like he pushed me to be a better person, and he, was always so supportive of every dream that I had. So I think even before it becomes a romantic relationship, you have to really just feel that you do love that person no matter what, and like that you actually love the essence and soul of that person, because there's of course going to be times where that person drives you crazy, and in the moment you absolutely hate them, and that's also part of a relationship and part of a marriage. Nobody's perfect, so you are going to butt heads at times, and little things that they do are going to drive you up the wall. But in the end, and deep down, like, there's always just this strong love and even a respect for this person, because that this person is everything to you, and all the amazing things that they've done for you and all of that stuff. So that also kind of like brings me into the other topic where I have friends that if they aren't married yet, and sometimes they'll say like, oh, you're so lucky, like you have like the most perfect relationship, and how lucky are you, and it's so hard to date nowadays, and there's so hard to find someone that's great, and all of these things. And the reality is that it really is a lot of compromise. It's amazing beyond explanation, absolutely, and being married is, in my opinion, one of the best feelings. But to my single friends and even like viewers that think that people that are married are because they found the most perfect person, and what I want to explain obviously is that there's no such thing. It's just about finding the perfect person for you. So I guess my other little bit of advice is really just enjoy every phase of your life. Like sometimes I look back and think when I was younger and single, and sometimes how I would be like wrapped up in like, oh, like I just went on this bad date and like all guys would say, but whatever, like all these thoughts. And like now I think like who cares? Like why didn't I enjoy it? Why didn't I just like go out with my girlfriends? Like why like be upset? And that's because you obviously know that later what the outcome was, that I was going to find someone great and everything was going to be fine. But like I think with most people, like really do enjoy every phase. If you are single and you're having fun with your friends, enjoy that. And most of the time when someone great comes into your life, it's absolutely when you were least expecting it. The amount of girls that sit in my chair that are, even my age or older and are saying that, they would love to meet, that special person and stuff, but it hasn't happened yet. And, I feel like, oh my gosh, these girls are absolutely amazing. They have so much to offer someone. Like that just leaves hope that out there in the world there are still so many amazing people and that you have yet to meet. So I've done just a very natural look for now, kind of my slightly everyday kind of neutral eye look. I'm going to add a little bit more pizzazz to the eyes just to spice it up a little bit and make it fun and a little different. So I'm going to do more of a pink kind of smoky eye look. I'm going to take this dark purpley and gold shimmer color and line the bottoms of my lid. Now I'm going to take that kind of soft bubblegummy color and apply that to the top and just blend that through. Then I'm going to line my waterline. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this a thumbs up if you like this type of video. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye.